Hey everybody,
Hey y'all.
we are back on the double engine project. I decided to take Christmas break and work on one of my toys. So, for those of y'all that are not familiar, these are two 307s. And the joke is, why two 307s? Because one 307 doesn't have enough power to pull you down the road, so we're going to use two of them. Or if one 307 breaks down, we've got parts to fix the other one. So
Either.
either joke you want to say. But anyway, we are now in the stages where we're mocking everything up, test fitting everything. And what we've made for a coupling, I think I showed this in an earlier video, but we'll go ahead and show it again. We machined this coupling here, which you may take the camera underneath,
All right.
up in the bell housing.
If I can do that. Got it? Yeah.
We're going to have to get the flashlight so you can see.
All right.
Let me get a flashlight. So my esposa can actually see what's going on.
And not drop the camera.
And not drop the camera. How's that? Is that better or worse?
Maybe you need to put it on this side. There we go. Now we're cooking with gas.
Okay. So now you can see the coupling. We got it mocked up in there. And the funny story is we were putting the low mount alternator on here. And this is a 12 SI AC Delco alternator. And we forgot to put the belt on.
It wasn't a happy day.
Yeah, so wah, 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 which is not normally a thought process you have to think about putting the belt on, but we had to remove the front engine to put the belt on because, of course, it's joined at the crank, so there's no way to get a belt on. So, mental note, yeah, make sure the alternator belt's good. You don't have to change it. So, what this is out of, the coupling that we made, is a Camaro drive shaft, which I think Chevrolet copied a Mercedes-Benz from the 70s or 80s. I'm not sure. I'm just looks really, really close.
Maybe.
Maybe it was close enough that the patent didn't apply, but still used all the ideas. But we have aligned the engines using the laser. We went down the tips of each one of the spark plugs, made sure all 8 plugs were in line, went to the other side, made sure all 8 of those were in line, and then made sure the engines, sounds weird saying engines, doesn't it?
Yeah, plural.
Were in line with each other. So how we know we got them in line and everything was good was when we took the engine out to put the alternator belt on. When we set the first engine back in, I was able to put the bolts in, by finger. I was able to tighten them up without having to wiggle, move anything around. Everything was lined up. So I was like, I feel a lot better about that.
Yeah, definitely.
My coupling, that if I can put the bolts back in by finger, it's reasonably lined up. And we haven't made the rear of the frame yet.
No.
We're going to see how much of the body the car slides on. We're trying to get the body to end up right here at the distributor, and we're going to sink the body down over it so that it achieves that long and low look.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure we got the long look down pat. We're in on that. So.
But we also got some new headers.
Yes, that we got to try.
Once we get that over there.
Once I get it shoved over. So, pause the camera so you can give me a hand steering. It rolls.
But not the easiest.
Not the easiest. It'll go across the floor, but it's going to need both of us.
Okay, hang tight.
Okay. With a little bit of my muscle and a lot of Angie's muscle, we got it over here. And I still have more cutting to do on the floor. Surprise, surprise. It's not actually sitting down all the way. There's still car in the way.
Yeah.
So, surprise, surprise. But, as y'all can tell, the bottom of this car
It's not great.
is just junk. So, I am not destroying a good 37 Chevrolet. This thing is a basket case. It is.
Yeah.
Somebody put a coat of hideous purple over top of a lot of rust, and they were in the galvanized and rivets. There is galvanized everywhere in this car. So they were a barn tin salesman that had easy access to galvanized. No, I don't know. We got this out of a shed in Ohio. Yeah. And as far as we know, every car in Ohio rusts. So
yeah, we've had two, and they both were rusted. So
yeah, we have a lot to still trim, because the idea is to have the top of the air cleaner right above the cowl here, so you can get an idea how much more the body
is going to come down.
Still has to come down.
Right.
Because we want this to be taller, and no, this isn't meant for 3 deuces.
Uh-oh.
Drop something.
Yeah.
But they're meant for 2 4s.
Yeah.
But we are going to remake this plate right here to fit 3 deuces.
Just because we like the look of it.
Yeah, so we're going to have 2 of these. The other one's over in the box. But we have 2 finned air cleaners, and they're going to set on just like that. And I don't know if I pointed out that there's going to be no water pump. Well, there's going to be an electric water pump in the back.
Right.
There's going to be no water pump on the motor. This one is going to have nothing. There's no pulley, no anything. This motor is just getting water hose connections, going back down the frame to the radiator. I've still got to run the hard steel lines up to the manifold. I've got the little 3-into-1 fuel log, and I'm not sure where I'm going to mount it. We want to mount it where it's aesthetically pleasing.
Absolutely.
Because we're going to have to bend 3 lines, come into one manifold, and then come over and catch each fuel pump. But we want them to be symmetrical with each other. Yeah. That's the thing with building 2 engines. You got to make them look like each other.
They got to match.
So we're going to have to figure out, route the water hoses, and whatever room we have left, then route the fuel lines. Because I can bend the fuel lines. They're small. A -16 water hose, I can only put it so many places. It's not going to bend.
No.
But we have to get new glass.
Oh, yeah.
Because I don't think I can see out of that one. I can roll this one down, and I'm good.
You know what it reminds me of? Like when we have frost on the window in the mornings, and you get the one middle little part, and you try to drive. We'd probably be able to pull that off in the winter, but I don't think we're going to be able to pull it off in the summer. No.
All right, let me get the headers, and let's see if they fit.
Okay.
We bought these, and we're keeping them nice and clean because we may have to return them.
Yeah, we're not sure.
Because they work really good on this engine. Yeah. Nice clearance. Everything works great. Not going to hit the front tire. No interference, nothing. This one, not so much. It is actually hitting the frame, but
it's not hitting the body.
It's not hitting the body. I'm pleasantly.
Yeah. Because we thought before.
I thought that was going to hit the body. So I'm pleasant.
Yeah.
I'm thinking I can dent a header tube.
Oh yeah.
If you watch the Engine Masters, where Steve Brule, Steve Dulcich, and David Freiberger actually tested headers, and they dented the tubes on purpose to see how far they could close them before they changed horsepower. Mind you, these are on 307s. They don't have horsepower, even if you left it no manifold. But denting the tube is not gonna.
It's not gonna affect it.
Yeah, but I am pleasantly.
Yeah, and I really like the look of those. Out of all the ones that we looked at,
I think by the time it's said and done, I'm gonna have to dent 2 of them. Because see, when I dent this one,
then that one's gonna.
Then this one's gonna hit. When I bring it down, and oddly enough, let me put a bolt to hold that there.
Okay.
Let me get a bolt.
But I'm super happy that it's not hitting that body, because we were convinced.
Oh, I was convinced in my head
that it was going to hit.
That it was going to hit that, and we were going to have to, even though it's only just junky galvanized here, but I was convinced that we were going to have to hack this away.
Yeah, me too.
And just to get the header on here, but I am pleasantly surprised at this very moment.
So just in case you guys are just finding our channel and just watching, we do have a couple videos that we put up before of the motors.
Yeah,
running.
us test firing the motors.
Test firing the motors, so you can go back and check those out.
And me. No, I'll get them. Never mind. I was going to get you to grab me the bolts.
But we're gonna try to show this build through and through.
I need 2 bolts to hold it. 1 bolt is going to make it flop off here.
Yeah.
This is not a balanced header. Imagine that. It is not a weight balanced. And there's a lot of paint in them threads.
I can tell. I was like, goodness. Well, we really threw the paint to it to make them.
I did.
Make them look good.
I'll run a tap.
Is that gonna hold just for a minute?
Just to stand back and look, yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think I like how that looks.
I like the look.
And I can dent the tube. Now let's grab the other header.
Okay. Well, we definitely looked at about 5 million different versions of these.
Well, I thought about, to be 100% honest, we thought about making headers. Making custom headers. Even when we went to SEMA, we talked to them about being supplying us with the kits to just make custom headers. Just send us the tubes, we'll make the bends.
Right.
The whole 9 yards. But in the sheer purpose of time,
yeah.
And we want to get this done in relative amount of time,
yes.
That we're going to try these headers first.
We're shooting to have this done by March.
We didn't say what March, but yeah, we're saying.
We're hoping.
Yeah, we're hopeful. We are very hopeful.
If not, it will definitely make it start showing it this summer. But we are hoping.
Okay, this one's going to have to dent tubes also.
Oh yeah.
But
it's not hitting either.
It's not, well.
Or is it? Is it gonna once you tap those and suck it in?
The collector here may have to be cut off. Come around this way so you can see what I'm talking about. Okay. See the angle that the collector's at? Oh. They did that so when it's in the car, it dumps out under the door and continues under the car.
Right.
We may have to cut this off and angle this collector so that the muffler comes back here, because we're still going to need to be able to open the door.
Yeah.
This exhaust up here is going to be fine. It can dump out and go to whatever muffler we want.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Right.
This one, we're still going to have to be able to get in and out of the car, open the door.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I like the look. I'm going to have to dent the tubes, and this one is it one tube? It's going to be two, both of them.
Mm-hmm.
Both of them are going to have to dent, just like the other side.
But I mean, all in all, I do like the look.
You know, if I wouldn't have to do it on both of them to make them symmetrical, I could cut these off the flange, off each one, and angle this up.
And you wouldn't have to.
And it would miss.
Yeah.
But I would have to do both of them at the same angle. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's either I dent the tubes on one of them, leave the other set as is, or slice them, raise the angle up. I don't know. We're going to have to think on that.
Well, you guys weigh in.
Yeah, y'all weigh in.
We love all the comments. Leave us a comment if you've got one. We appreciate all your thoughts.
Yeah, that's going to take more thought.
Uh-huh.
And while we're on this side, we do have two starters. Just in case anybody was wondering, we're going to fire both starters and start the engines.
That one's hidden. I had to.
Yeah, oh yeah, it's hidden behind the exhaust. Yeah. And the reason for, I don't know if I went over this, the reason for the carb spacers is the radiator cap that's going to be on each engine was hitting the bottom of the carburetor. So I actually needed room to put the radiator cap on, be able to take it on and off, add water.
Right. Otherwise, we wouldn't have been able to add water.
Yes, because we're not going to have it in the back. The radiator is actually going to be laid down lower than the top of the engine, so it's not going to be the highest point. The air, when air comes through the system, gets pumped through. That'll be the handy thing for electric water pump.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be able to just turn a switch and pump everything through. The engine won't have to be running
right
to get all the air out. We'll just be able to flip a switch,
burp it,
pump water through, get the air out, shut it back off. Yeah. So
that will be nice.
Yeah, that part of it will be nice. The rest of this is complicated, but that part's going to be great. So, yeah. I'm happy.
We have more work to do.
Yeah, we have more work to do. I am happy that it clears the body, but it's not a perfect fit.
No.
And I didn't exactly expect.
No, we didn't.
A header that I was buying. You can't exactly go down the catalog and say, I would like the twin engine header to fit the 37 Chevrolet in a custom frame. Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
So, but you got to expect that when you're
when
building something this oddball and crazy, nothing's going to fit. You got to make it fit.
That's exactly right.
So
we hope you guys.
Yeah.
We hope you guys enjoyed this episode
of introducing you to. I don't know. We haven't come up with a name. Y'all comment.
Yeah.
What the name? It's got to be.
That'll be fun.
Because it's like 614 cubic inches.
Yeah.
If you don't count what we bored the engines out.
Right.
But
yeah,
it's a twin engine 37 Chevrolet. So y'all come up with a nickname for the car. We've named every other car we got.
Yeah, we just haven't got around.
But we haven't named this one yet.
No. So we'll let you guys help us with that.
Yes. But how we end every one of our episodes. Thank you, Lord. Thank you for today.